Heroes and heroines of all ages. When the world tells you to get a life, you're always welcome at the One Up Block. My name is Dan the Man, your host, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play A Hat in Time. When we last left off, we did the beginning of Mafia Town and got that out of the way, and now we can actually go choose it as a level to play. And considering there's nothing much to do here in the opening, the hub world, don't know why I couldn't get that out of my face, we should go on and do the next mission for Mafia Town. But as you can see here, I actually have a crap ton of money now because I did go back and collect a bunch of money on my own just to make sure I have enough to buy badges when I have the opportunity. But this is the kitchen, the way we get back to Mafia Town. It's a microwave. You use it to punish food that has been bad. Oh geez. Well, that's definitely a fridge. And it doesn't look like we can talk to anything else in here. So that's good. Pretty artwork on the wall. But now we can go into Mafia Town again for our second level. As you can see here, we actually get to pick which mission we want to take on. As I said before, it's like Mario 64. Every time you get the required thing for that stage, you can actually move on to the next act. Which, you know, there's multiple acts per world, so the next one we're going to be doing is Barrel Battle. Also, there's little chapter things right there, like Mafia Town, Population 379, Mission, Recover Fallen Timepiece. Perspiration? Hopefully not. Still, that's still the same thing. But, alright, Barrel Battle. And again, it's going to show us where our destination lies. Seems that mustachioed girl is being, patronized, so we should probably go help her out. Here's a little bit of wall jumping again here. And we do know where that is. Well, you can see where it is because you can see her shouting about it. But if you use the top hat, you can actually see where the destination is, just pointing that back out. And also, you probably have heard it a couple of times, but Hat Girl can sometimes blow raspberries at her enemies because she doesn't like them very much. But with that out of the way, let's head towards our destination and figure out what we need to do, because we actually don't need to do any more collecting in this map because it's the same map that we've been to before. So, since I did everything last episode, we can just move on again straight to the plot.
Hey, child, shoo! Mafia can't have child witness when Mafia teaching lesson. Oh, it's awkward for Mafia. Mafia not sure what to do. Boss, what do we do with eyewitness? Teach her lesson, boys.
And then we have ourselves a boss fight. And what you're doing here is you're beating up all the Mafia dudes that show up. You see them standing on the TNT barrel, so you just wait for them to come down, then you beat the crap out of them. You can do this any way you want, but sometimes when they're glowing red, you can't actually just normally hit them with your umbrella. They are invincible. So when they're glowing red, you have to do a homing attack on them.
Enough! Mafia won't bow to little girl. Prepare to feel...
And then the fight escalates. Mafia do not like little girl. They try to take out with blow-up barrel.
Stand still.
So he's just gonna throw TNT barrels at us like so, but he will switch it up. He'll start throwing the barrels in a way that makes them bounce towards us, so we're gonna have to do a little more extra dodging here. Still not that bad. Pretty easy, all things considered. Boop. Barrel go explode because so saith Mafia. Get down here and fight little girl, Mafia.
This lead nowhere. Mafia need to take care of this Mafia style. Prepare to feel what Mafia do to old ladies.
What Mafia do to old ladies? What do you do to old ladies, Mafia? That's rude.
I'm so confused.
He has a little bit of extra health than the other guys do, but that's understandable. He's the final part of this boss fight. And we did it. Da-da-da-da! We have completed this area, and just like that, we've got ourselves another timepiece.
Psh, can you believe them? What a bunch of losers. Hey, you're all right, new kid. Do you have a name? No? You shy? That's cool. You're a less talk, more fighting kind of girl, I take it. That thing you grabbed there, are you collecting them? Because I know where there's more of them. They've been raining from the sky ever since you arrived. I've seen the goons bring them to their headquarters way up there. We should go up there and get your junk. It'll be fun. I'll take any opportunity that involves messing up the Mafia. You with me, buddy?
Friendship! So, we got an intruder alert. That'll happen from time to time when someone comes into your spaceship to do whatever. And our intruder this time around is Mustache Girl.
Are you ready to take down some Mafia? Let's do it. I'm psyched. Let's go over the plan. All assaults need a good plan, or it'll be a flop. First, we strangle them, choke them, and watch them beg for mercy. That'll show them. No, wait. Strangling is too kind. We smash them together into mush and put their remains in a jar. Then, we sell the jar for pocket money. That'll be the ultimate salt in the wound. But first, we have to make it through their Mafia HQ. Once we find and dethrone the Mafia boss, the rest will follow. Then our mush and jar party will be no problem.
Bad, dumb, probably smells.
We've got to get you geared up. Your hat is basic, and we don't do basic in this gang. Yarn can be found around Mafia Town and used to stitch new hats if you're crafty. I've collected one for...
And we got a sprint yarn, so this is where they teach us how to use yarn.
You need more yarn for some hats than others. I guess being creative isn't free. So keep an eye out for yarn. Now you're a killing machine. Let's go get them.
And just like that, we have another extra piece of yarn that we get from Mustache Girl. I don't know if that's optional, like if you don't have to talk to her. So, you know, if you don't want to miss out on that yarn, make sure to talk to her, but you're probably going to talk to her your first time anyway. So, you know, don't worry about it. But we do have another mission to go to. And it cost us 5 money, but that's okay, because we have 1,360. Ba-boom! She came from outer space. Perspiration. This guy seems to be pretty perspirating. Oh gosh, I love these little things. Look at her, she's so adorable. Mafia is #1. Mafia not afraid of anything but little girl. When little girl is covered in muck. Doo-doo-doo. She also gets this cute little raincoat when she's here. Also, there's the raspberry. When she's in this raining level, she gets a little raincoat, which is adorable. I don't know if it's possible for you guys to do this, Gears for Breakfast, but if you can make picking outfits one of the things you can do in the menu somewhere, that would be wonderful, because I'd love to run around in this raincoat the whole damn time. But I'm sure you've gotten that suggestion many, many times. But in this level in the rain, there will be puddles of mud everywhere, and you may think that you want to avoid them, but you actually want to trip in them. Poor mustache, or poor hat girl. But now that we've fallen into the mud, we now have... we now look like a monster, and she runs because she can't see. And the Mafia are definitely afraid of you when you're covered in mud. So, you can probably tell we might have to do something with that. But it is cute because she runs around like a zombie when you're covered in it. I guess these guys are not scared by this. When you're covered in mud, there's no limitation to your platforming. You can still do all the normal platforming that you could, you know, normally. But there is a couple of things I want to go grab right quick before we do the actual mission for this place. If you switch your hat, which you can do with the D-pad on the fly with left and right, the hat doesn't actually have mud on it. Okie doke. But the things I wanted to... Oh, wait. Maybe the other hats can't get mud on them. I have no idea. There is one piece of yarn. The things that I've done while I was collecting money, I actually have collected more badges. I got the hover badge. Well, I guess that's the only one I got. And I collected more money for the purpose of purchasing badges later. And then I also happened to stumble on a couple of pieces of yarn that I got by accident. Because they were hidden in boxes while I was looking for money. So, if you come back to this place and blow up all the boxes that you can while looking for money, you'll probably run into a bunch of yarn. So if you're looking for yarn, you need yarn to make a hat, and you don't feel like looking for it anywhere else, you can come back here to do that. That's where we need to be, but there's a piece of yarn hidden up here that I missed somehow, and it requires a little bit of platforming. Alley-oop. Alley-oop. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Boink. Hokey doke, let's switch hats, and hopefully it'll let me get this hat muddy. It will not. I want the hat to be fully muddy for this, so you'll have to forgive me, but I'm gonna go jump in the water. Hokey doke, now we just have to fall in, trip. That Mafia guy just killed himself. What? Mafia? Mafia don't like monsters. It is worth dying to get away from monsters, Mafia say.
What the? Huh? It's slimy space alien. Mafia's a spaceship. Mafia knew all along. Mafia is being invaded by aliens. Ah!
So now we have to chase down poor Mafia. Mafia scared of little monster girl. So here they're gonna try and teach you some advanced platforming techniques, which is using the dash and using dash cancel. So we're just following him. This is all the mission is, really. Try to stay behind him, because if you accidentally hit him, you will fall back and fall, which is not good. Here we have the running on the wall, jumping, and then double jumping. Some pretty advanced stuff, but at least they're teaching you early in the game to use it.
Leave Mafia alone, you monster! Here, if Mafia give you this, will you go away?
And just like that, we have completed another task. Okie doke. And just like any other game I play, I'm going to be cutting out the loading screens. Hopefully I won't talk over them like an idiot. That was a problem I had with Crash Bandicoot, which I'm still playing. I need to go back to. But that's another level down, and now we have a boss down with the Mafia. And we are now going to be able to go up to that top layer. Also, there sounded like a little bit of lag there. That wasn't on my end. I think that was just the game. The game is a little wonky, unfortunately. It's not... I'm sure it's not optimized perfectly for PlayStation 4. I'm sure it's not optimized perfectly for PC either. But, you know, the kinks will probably be worked out with updates and whatnot. The textures could use a little bit of work in places. But all in all, I still find this an incredibly charming game, even with all of its flaws, as it should be. But, to get up to where we need to go, we just need to hop into this cannon. Boom!
You took your time. Help me out here. Get these brutes off my case and we can go inside.
Okie doke, so now we just need to help out Mustache Girl. Also, I apologize if the dialogue boxes hang a little too long for your liking. I'm listening to it on... I'm listening to this on a delay, so when if there's dialogue, like if they talk, then it's hard for me to tell when I should press X. Like that's, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's stupid. I really need to find a better way to listen to the game while I record it, but as of now, I have to listen to it through my computer, which is on a slight delay. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a backstory on why that sucks for me. I'm sure I've told you many a time before. Something else that I didn't mention in the last episode, when Hat Girl dashes, if you press the dash cancel at the right time, she will actually get a small boost. It only works when you touch the ground, so as soon as you see her touch the ground, press the dash cancel and she'll get like a little dash boost, which is, you know, helpful when you're trying to get around really quickly. But there is a treasure chest back here. And it's a token. So we can actually use that as soon as we're done with this level to go see how those work out. But I do believe this will end off the episode for us, because this is a boss fight, as you could tell by when we were selecting the level. And this is pretty funny. If you dash in here... it's funny because, like, she's, like, stuck on the ground and can't walk. Oh, he's got our timepiece. That is not very Mafia of you, you Mafia. How dare you take little girl thing. Okie doke, those people will throw things at you and it will hurt you, but there's a key over here, but to get the key we have to put something on this button so we can make it over there. In God we trust. Dance with joy. Dancing man. Mafia is... I can't read that. Some man union? I don't know what that says. Something union. I could not make a joke about the Mafia. One does not simply joke about the Mafia. Not even if Mafia being joked at by little girl. So what they want you to do is find something to put on top of that button. Well, as you can see here, you can run up this little wall here, as they're trying to tell you. So, as soon as you do that, you will notice that there's a big rafter up here that you can walk on. And when you do...
The Mafia are terrible at cooking, but fear not. Cooking Cat is here. I'll prepare the actual dinner up here and swap the food before anybody eats the Mafia's cooking. I'm fairly certain someone would die if they ate the Mafia prepared food.
I love that cat because she's so by you, like she's from New Orleans or something. I feel kinship with that cat. I don't know, man. Also, I like how the wallpaper is like a slot machine. So coming over here, we can drop this, grab our key, and when you grab a key in this game, Hat Girl will hold on to it. You don't have to worry about it. It's not something you can throw away. She still plays exactly how she would normally, so when you grab a key, just don't worry about it. But we do have the glitchy guy in here.
Welcome, young one. Please make a purchase at my humble stall.
So he's selling badge pins and still the mumble badge. The badge pin is actually really good. We're going to buy that because it lets us equip 2 badges onto our hat at once, which is infinitely important. And now that we have that, I'm going to go put something there, which is just going to be this. And now that we have the key, we can go through this back door. Da-da-da-da-da. There's Mustache Girl. Hello. Don't think we can talk to the Mafia here. This appears to be the Mafia's excuse for food. Certainly doesn't smell like it, though. You could probably taste some, but you're not sure that's something you want in your obituary. Hello.
Go ahead, kid. Open this thing up and I'll keep guard here.
Well, you heard her. Let's open the door. Seems like that's our destination, and we're just gonna have to do a little bit of platforming to make it up here. It's a little tricky because you have to not run into things like I just did, like a dingus. But you could just do this. Do-do-do-do, we got another yarn ball. Yarn balls are nice. I do believe that's all that's in this room, so now we just need to get out of here. Up, there we go. Crawl, crawl. Ooh, look at all the gems. Does Spyro live here? That's not what I wanted. I want skadoosh. And we got a yarn ball. See, you find yarn balls literally everywhere. It's like, I love that. They try to make sure you can make all the hats whenever you get the chance. But there's the big bad himself, waiting at the end of the hallway as if he was Bowser or something. So let's go teach this guy a lesson, shout. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, Mafia want to fight little girl? Mafia shall have fight with little girl. The Mafia shall not win fight with little girl, however. Little girl is best Mafia.
So, it is you. Ever since you landed in Mafia Town, it's been raining with timepieces. You must be very lost, kid with the hat. I haven't seen timepieces for over 100 years. In any case, this piece belongs to the Mafia. If you want it, we'll have to settle it in true Mafia style. Lights! Action! It is showtime!
And here we have a boss fight. Boss fights work the same no matter what boss fight it is. You have to wait for the boss to glow blue before you can hit them. As you can see, he was glowing blue while spinning just a second ago, so I was able to hit him. The Mafia boss is a pretty huge difficulty spike. He does a lot of moves that are hard to avoid. This is particularly more difficult if you're doing a one-hit death run, which you have to for a trophy, unfortunately. But it's not that bad. Just wait for your opportunity to hit him like any good boss in a platformer and, you know, do away with him. It's all about the dodges, baby. Smack. Come at little girl, Mafia. Mafia is little girl compared to little girl. Make sure you jump over that. You will get hit by that if you're not careful. It comes out of the background. Okay. Oh, this is tough. Avoiding that particular Mafia when the sandbags drop is annoying. Boink. Come at me, Mafia. Mafia cannot handle little girl. I am better than Mafia. And here's his desperation move. He uses this when he's close to death, so that's how you know. All you have to do is get into the little crevice of the ball and wait for it to go and then jump on it. Boink.
Ultra charge!
And here comes the hard part. Dodging these seems pretty easy, but then he goes really hard on it. Oh boy. That's difficult. To get the trophy for beating a boss with 1 HP, this is the one I did, and holy crap was it difficult. But I got it eventually. Boink. What's the matter, Mafia? Little girl giving you trouble? And there's our reward.
So what do these things do anyway? Are they some sort of rare collector's item for nerds? Are they some sort of rare Wait. Huh? Whoa! What? What? Did you know about this? This is crazy! Do you even realize what could be done with these? We can make it so that you never got punched in the face by the Mafia that one time. We could beat up the Mafia, travel back in time, and then beat them up again. No, wait. We can make it so the Mafia never arrived on the island. Wait. Even better. We could be crime-fighting time travelers. Wait, what? This doesn't make any sense. You have all this power, and you're not gonna use it to fight evil? If you're not gonna use them to fight evil, then I'm not gonna let this island remain as Mafia Town. I'll collect all the timepieces for myself. You have my...
Mustache Girl has pickpocketed half of your pawns. You bastard. Wait a minute, I had a lot of those. Oh, man. Did I pick a horrible... I'm talking over the loading screen, son of a bitch. I picked a horrible time to collect those. Oh, well, it's not that bad. I'll just collect... Oh, wait, no, she didn't take half of my pawns. They're still there. Did the game lie to me? Whatever. Well, we have a new area, but we're not going to be looking through it because that's all the time we have for this one. Seems we've gotten a lot of information out of this because now we know that, the timepieces, if used improperly, can actually cause a time loop to rewind time backwards a little bit, and that can be used for good or evil. And now that Mustache Girl knows that she can do that, and she knows that we're not going to use them for justice or whatever, she is going to search for them herself to make her own justice. So that's not very good. That seems like a very bad thing. So it looks like our friendship with Mustache Girl has come to an end, and she is now the villain, unfortunately, despite the fact that she wants to do the right thing. Some of the worst things in the world have been done with the best intentions, as they say. But yeah, that's all the time we have for this one. A hero's work is never done. Join me again next time as we continue to tackle A Hat in Time. Later days, everybody.